Hi, it's Friday morning. I'm currently at my hotel, as you can both see. I'm going to be heading home later on today. I just want to say why I recommend being a transient expat if you can. It's not suitable for everybody, but it's got a lot of benefits that don't normally fit into normal life, but also there's several downsides. Benefits being is most of the stuff fits into 1 to 2 bags. You get to see the world, you get to travel, you get to see stuff that other people never get to see. You have a better perspective on life, better perspective on people, better understanding of the world rather than media-fed junk. You respect things more, and at the same time, because you understand things better, you often see what's wrong in the world. Because media is very biased. There's always negative stuff thrown out, scaremongering about, say, for example, Muslims are all dangerous, all bad people, blah blah blah. But you spend time in the Middle East, you see that they're some of the most welcoming people. Same goes for Asia. You find that, often people are seen as stupid or dumb, or there's all misconceptions about people, but you can only understand it by actually being there and not sitting on a resort somewhere, but actually being amongst the communities. Because holiday resorts and locations are just an extension of a false perception of somewhere. It's designed to make you have a good holiday. It's like a Disney World everywhere. It's not the way the world is. At the same time, because you become more open, you don't get trapped with some of the things that most people do, like the 25-year mortgage for a house. Your thoughts are not about settling down unless you wanted to, or even that it's going to be focused on where you are at that time. Because I know from my personal experience that a mortgage to me is a prison sentence, something that can tie me to a country for 25 years. Is not something I'm happy with doing. But on top of that, I look at it the other way, that okay, you bought it, spent 25 years paying it off, then the state wants to take half of it when you die, even though in theory you've already paid your tax, and a lot of it, because the income that paid for it was paid in tax. The stamp duty you paid, and throughout your life you're paying taxes. It just seems extortionate that they actually want to tax you after your death as well, which is why I don't see the value in it from a financial point of view. Yes, it goes up in value, but it's also reliant on the fact that you just need a base. I know people that make money off property as well, but that's from a different angle. I'm talking about for the average person who just has one house and talks themselves out of travelling and stuff because they've got a mortgage to pay. What I would say though is take the opportunity to travel. Main reasons being that you'll find that it changes your outlook on life and how you look at things. You don't get bogged down on the same stuff that most people do, because your perception has changed. You don't get bugged by the little stuff anymore. because you see things from a different angle. You know, like when you're having a bad day, you can always think of somebody else's day you've seen and think, this isn't that bad, it could be worse. In the same way, you get to see sights that other people never get to see. You get to do things that people never get to do. So, being a transient expat, I highly recommend, as well as if you get the opportunity to work abroad, try that, because it helps you embed into the local communities better, unless it's a work account. But I would always recommend travelling, seeing the world, and not getting bogged down with the mortgage. Because you have to remember as well, if you get your mortgage early, say you're 20, 25, you're going to be paying it off till you're 50. By the time you're 50, you'd wish you'd have travelled earlier. I would say, just say balls to it and travel first. Enjoy life. And then if you decide that, okay, it's time to settle down, you can always go home and find a job and drop into the rat race that everybody else does. But for me, the rat race really doesn't interest me too much. I'd much rather see the sights of the world and enjoy life.